I won't be on for like long because my headset needs to be charged again. It's been doing shit. I don't know why it's not charging. That's my problem. It's doing shit it's not supposed to, it seems. So, there's that issue. I don't know if in one of my instances, for once. Yeah, I'm fine. I literally got off because literally was trying to help Winter, and Winter was not being very smart. So what happened was I got off, and I just stopped going on for like a little bit. I was not happy with the way Winter was treating the whole entire situation. I got an entire recording of him not doing his fucking job as the owner to protect his fellow members and do his fucking job. I am pissed off at him because, I was sat there and the entire time that you guys were watching me telling him, Winter, fucking ban this person, Winter, ban this person, Winter, ban this person, Winter, ban this person. I eventually fucking blocked the person. Fucking tired of his bullshit. I hate it when people, and I tell someone like, hey, fucking ban this person, because the only reason I'm fucking saying that is because they're doing something that breaks not only the fucking world rules, but your chat guidelines. And he's standing there like, I don't see no fucking person acting like a complete oblivious fucking idiot. I don't fucking appreciate it. It's a fucking embarrassment. It is a total fucking embarrassment. I got off, I ended stream, I literally just shut every fucking thing down that I owned. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of like being embarrassed in front of a lot of people. It's so fucking aggravating that I have to say, oh, get rid of this person because they're obviously breaking rules. It's just disgusting. It's embarrassing. It doesn't make his group look good. It's just downright evil. It's just so fucking disrespectful, the shit that I just went through with winter. Winter does not have any experience when it comes to moderation. I literally hugged a guy, patted them on the head, went around them in circles, pointing and being like, Winter, Winter, this guy, Winter, Winter, this guy. The entire fucking time I was out in security and he didn't ban them. I honestly think you should leave my chat before you get banned. What was it? Uh, It's so annoying too. There we go, much better. So AVI is that on AVI like that. This bunny was made by Foxy Paws. I bought this one myself because I wanted it. It looked nice. And I like the looks of it because it's a bunny. And I like bunnies. People have their own preferences to their avatars. I just like bunnies. That's all I have. What the fuck is out here? They're doing some random shit, I would say. Mm-hmm. Is that a sunset bar? Yes, it is a sunset bar. My instance is 13 plus because it is in compliance with the terms of service. If any of you are 13 plus, you can join. Just don't be an asshole. Because assholes are people who get kicked or banned from my instance. I think we should start suing Twitch into oblivion for the malicious compliance that they are breaking their own TOS and not following their own rules. We need to start suing Twitch into oblivion. Yeah, I'm saying this on a Twitch stream because they can't do anything about it. I am multi-live streaming. What are they gonna do? Suspend me and then, oh no, I have a YouTube stream or a Kick stream or X stream of all places. X is where I'm also live. So if Elon or Trump or any of the presidents see this live stream and they know that Twitch is committing illegal acts on the internet, I don't think Twitch will be around long enough because they'll be sued until they're blood dry or they're bled dry of money.
Then what are they going to do?
They're not going to do shit because then they have to go bankrupt and sell their platform to someone else. I mean, have you seen that video where Schlatt sued Twitch and now they can't really ban or suspend him? Yeah, that actually
I
happened.
guess not.
For those who don't know, Slack cannot be banned or suspended on Twitch. It is a lifetime contract. He sued Twitch into oblivion and won.
I don't know what the whose house is going to do if Twitch gets sued.
Let's see, I need to report this user anyway. Let's see. Careful conduct. Where is my Uh, go around if you're joining. Go around. Can you tell them to go
Well, let me
around?
give you some good news there, Loppy, about the Who's House
I
live
am.
stream. The the
What's up?
the bar now, Hootie. She hatched her first chick.
Uh-huh. You told me
She
that
had
last time.
seven eggs.
Your wall jump scared me. Like, tickled me. Your wall tickled me, Lobby. Your wall tickled me. There we go.
Hold up, you guys. Hold up.
I want
I'm
hot
gonna
chocolate. Hot chocolate.
Hot
Give.
chocolate.
Yes. Give.
Very well.
Why am I so sure?
I don't know.
Give. hot chocolate. I'm fat and I want. Pretty please.
You go. You want cream and sugar with that?
Yes! Oh, wait, is this playable?
Hey, wait. Are you from the Valley of Bunnies?
Lollipops from my live stream.
Flowery hideouts as well. Wait,
Mhm.
Spooky Fight just joined? Wait.
Welcome to the group.
No,
I'm
Spooky.
the
Thank you. That would make it better.
of course I'm the one of the moderators here.
If I could reach these seats, I would love it. Well.
So what can I get you? Come on right there. What? That takes a long time for us to make up the tables and the chairs. Yeah, indeed.
Oh, hold on.
Uh,
If you say my homeboy, if you
oh man!
Mhm.
Guess who's coming back? Guess he just showed up there.
Yep.
Mr. and Mr. Stark. Woo! Hey there.
Ugh, so bad.
Hello.
I know where how to get to.
If you want to go in, you have to go all the way around. It's already verified, but just it's over here. The reason I have it like this is so people like spread out and like do their own thing. Yeah, here we are.
Hey, welcome to the Valley of Bunnies.
Jackass. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Sorry if that was like a long walk.
No, it's all good.
It keeps the trolls out.
Yep. Just want to let you know that I'm one of the moderator here in the instance, and also, and we have a bar. We have a what's going a mini.
Your other oh, you're
Very
like
nice,
in
very
right there.
If you ever want anything to drink, just let one of us know.
And he wants to he wants me to
Sounds
join
good.
his world. Okay.
Yeah, we were just stopping in.
Yeah, sorry I didn't stop by.
Feel free.
I would've, but like every instance you guys were making was dead. So I just give it. I was like, I'm just gonna give this time, like see what happens, basically.
Yeah, no worries. I do bad things to you. Hurry up.
I haven't fucking do anything yet, bro. Give me a
Hurry
minute.
up.
Shut.
Do it
I'm gonna
now.
kill. I'm gonna hang it.
Yeah, this is pretty much is if TOS compliant, 13 plus. People have to go all the way around. Those who are dedicated to the bar will go all the way around. It's not
So
that
you
difficult.
like anything alcohol or non-alcohol?
Wait.
Oh,
I'm good.
We have hot chocolate.
You
Okay.
missed that, bro.
Fuck
You,
you, stupid.
you,
You stupid.
fucking suck.
How did I miss that? Dude, it's your fault. It's your fault.
What the fuck did I do?
You look. Fault.
I didn't even look at you.
It's in there. It's in there.
Yeah, you're good.
Missed that.
You're good.
And now it's gonna go in there.
And you just fucking
Oh.
suck at ball. You dead ass just fucking suck.
Is she getting tired?
I'm surprised you
No?
guys have 160 people in your server and no one's saying anything.
Okay, bro.
That is wild.
Shut up. Holy
That means you two have a
Think
little
people just joined
busy
to
day.
watch. Hello.
Oh, it's my go.
No. Fuck. It's mine. I want
Stop
to hit the
crying
ball.
so much.
I want to hit the ball.
No. Shut up.
I'm gonna beat you with my stick. I want to hit the ball.
I didn't do anything.
Hazard, you're black. You're black like the ball right there.
Yeah, I do believe that we need to
You're
start
black like that ball right there.
partner up.
Yep.
That
A little
if
partnership.
we do a partnership, Jack, you're gonna have to do it with them. I'm not feeling like doing anything in my group anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. I can't do this anymore.
Do you not want to? Do you not want to be here anymore?
Like I hate you.
Yeah,
Dude,
be
no!
Okay, bro.
You see, look at you, stupid bitch. Lol, 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 loser.
Yeah, I'm not.
Fucking emoting over
You
there.
see?
Your glaze.
Fucking loser.
Fucking
You know what daddy
suck.
did?
Okay, you just fucking suck.
Wait, can I grab
Just
it?
want to let you know that the security entrance is closed. That's why we have to use the back way in order to go around.
Move, you fat cunt. You're in the
At least you
way.
made a ball in. You finally made
Wait,
a
I
ball
did?
in.
Damn,
I
that's
did?
crazy.
Yes. Fucking
Oh,
idiot.
I didn't know that. Shut up, suck my left
You're
nut.
old. No.
How do you get your thingy up there?
It's
Yeah.
$100 on Patreon. They have their own Discord.
Do anything.
Basically everything that you need to know. They have like a thing up here, basically, like right here.
E-drunk. I'm gonna get E-drunk.
That's crazy.
Can I want a beer. I want a beer. Dad wants beer. Get oh, little man child. Little man child wants beer.
Make your own. You're a bartender.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Well, Jack's doing it already, I think, so.
Alright.
Why is it piss orange? Dude, look.
That's because it's beer.
That's fucking beer. That's fucking beer.
Piss orange. Dude, you
Alright.
want some piss orange?
No, I don't want it. Yeah, I want my records clean, though.
Bro, please drink here. Yep. This is good. Let's do it. Okay,
You don't even know
I'm
what it
shifting.
tastes like, though.
Okay.
You don't even know what it's like.
Oh yeah, here's a couple of free drinks.
Oh, it's fucking me up, dude. Flossy, it's
But
Flossy.
then a couple.
What if I
Yo, play fucking pool. Yeah, you are dodging so hard.
Dude,
You are
I
fucking
don't want.
dodging.
Yes, I am.
Just play
Wait.
fucking pool.
Hey.
You're ducking.
Those are non-alcoholic beverage, by the way.
God, so hard.
Refreshing. Thank you.
Bro. Oh my god, it's hitting me.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm VR
Oh, my chest hurts. It is lagging.
No.
That's what being a bartender and a host is about.
You're like my best friend, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna miss. You're not pointing at the ball.
I'm putting it. Wait, ball.
I think tomorrow I'm
Jewish.
thinking about opening up the fishing instance.
Me Jewish, bro. Damn. Say
Yes.
anything else, bro. Okay.
No.
I support
Calling
that.
you a Jew is a really bad insult. I'm gonna call you a Jew now.
No, it
I
isn't.
thought you made me staff and
You can't be Jewish from Israel. 'Cause that means you're bad. And
Can't
dude, I might
Jewish
just be
from
overtired.
oh yeah, earlier today when I visited the customization instance, and that person that
Bro, you did it earlier. Why don't you wanna show it now?
didn't really answer my
Did you fall in
question.
love with your twin? Like, yo.
Yeah.
You fall in love with him, dude. He's not homo.
Yeah, not like that, bro. Alright.
So I kicked them both out,
He's not homo. But what about me? I'm cool. I'm tall. I'll give you VRChat drinks and let you into my VRChat
I
ball.
want VR.
Please,
Yep.
I'll let you into.
See, the truth is, this whole entire instance belongs to Lingo.
Lingo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the creator?
So
I'm gonna
sick,
report you.
sickety
I'm
sick.
gonna
Yeah, the creator.
report you.
Bro, we can
Report your
literally be
account.
so.
Gonna get your
Mhm.
account banned.
Oh, but we can literally be so sickety sick more together, bro. What's the issue? Just say you hate me, bro. Just say you don't want to be. Just say you don't
I
want to be
think
friends.
that would be a good idea, though.
Just say you want me to die.
To
And
make
you don't want to be friends,
to
bro.
make the dark side a world.
And you want me to
You
like
decided.
Then I can like small my characters, like make them optimized and put them in there as well.
Yeah.
I understand. You just hate me.
Yeah.
Smart.
And also,
crazy.
you can also create drinks, your own drinks,
Mm-hmm.
I love me.
and add it to the dispenser.
You sound like that.
Pretty cool.
I'll put that system in it. Guess if it doesn't already have it in there. I know the one I have is Cyberpunk Bar.
Hey man. Dude.
So it could have it already.
Oh, you mean
Really.
the cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Hey, stop touching my balls.
I have a
how-
version that I'm gonna upload to vrchat
Dude,
for
I
the dark
can't.
side.
Okay, so
Oh, you're gay.
maybe we can open
You're
that
really
someday. The cyberpunk one.
Did you know that you're really gay? Did you know that you're really gay? I fucking hate this game.
Hey, Mr. Darks.
Oh my gosh, she's texting me so much.
I got.
That's not gas.
Literally, let your mommy go.
Yo, I hate this pool table. I hate this pool table so
I
much.
got you that there.
Should like it fucking butt. Oh. And some people
The
speak
Union of the Snake.
Swedish. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Wait, I didn't even touch it. Wait, I didn't even touch. Wait,
Free hair
what
pets.
is it doing? Oh. Bro, I didn't even tap it. Okay, you're black.
Mexican. Huh? What? No? No, leave me alone. Let me text my mom in peace. No, let me text my mom in peace.
Are you some sort of
That's not what I
Bruce
said.
Lee?
Look it. Or
Not
like,
fully.
watch this.
Yeah,
You see that?
yeah,
It
no.
moves.
You
No,
just
look, I'm like literally flailing it around, right?
That's good. That's not.
Get your fat fluffy ass out of my face. I play pool, even though I suck absolute
Hey,
donkey.
bro, well,
Not you. Fuck.
hey.
I didn't even touch it. Just look at that. Like fat.
Anything wrong over here?
Yes, he's being
Hell
fat.
Yeah, it's fine, hun.
Yo, this is actually.
Would you guys like anything to
Yo,
drink?
this is tough.
Play the game. I'm
You
gonna touch
just
the ball.
suck, bro.
Alrighty.
Look good.
Think.
I actually can't play pool correctly.
Oh
Dude,
no.
I don't know
I would
how to
be
play
playing
pool.
music,
You know
but
what?
apparently the video
You
player's not
know
working
what?
on VRChat again.
Okay, bro. Yeah,
It
this
is that hard.
pool table is actually annoying.
See, Dada wants that ball, right, Dad? Dada's going to get that ball because Dada wants that ball. I'm gonna get the ball.
If you miss, I'm leaving. You miss, I'm leaving.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Hey! Don't you think about a girl like me? Wait.
But you're most definitely
About a...
gonna miss this one. 100%.
Shut up!
My fault. My fault.
Shut up! See? So tough. like hit it.
I believe this is called vanilla
Not
Pepsi.
tough, huh?
Bro, I'm literally so you don't shut up. I'm literally so
Pepsi.
tough.
They didn't even fucking make a ball in.
Put a ball in. He's banned from all these
Oh,
balls.
I can make a lot better than that.
Mesh with me.
Wow.
You better not
What did
mesh
I
with me.
do?
What away? What away? Get your
Put
back.
in my proximity chat.
Wait, I would away have a. What away? Oh wait, no. If I move it like this, right? I move it like that, and I go like that.
Now this
If I don't get it,
is a
you're black.
Pepsi.
I don't even hit it back. Yo, you're
Brother, you know you're the orange. You're orange. You can only hit your orange ball.
I don't want it. Why do I want to hit my orange?
There it
Bro,
goes.
why can't it just
Hello.
hit all of the fucking balls? I thought that was a bonus of pool. You fucking hit all of the balls.
What can I,
Whoever. Okay, you fucking.
what can I get you?
Dude, I thought that's how you played pool. You just hit all the balls in the fucking holes.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, ref.
Red
Shit is
rum
not legal,
seltzer.
bro. Okay,
What do you
yeah,
mean
I'm
it's not
leaving.
legal?
I'm going somewhere. We're going somewhere else. I can't. This pool table stinks.
I don't want to play pool. I suck at pool, clearly. It's a pool.
Well, yeah,
One
because
red
you suck.
rum
Because you-
seltzer.
Thank you.
Just fucking suck.
Stick out your
What's
tongue so I can like yank it. Oh, shut. Oh yeah.
You want one too?
Can I interest you in a
Why is your
flashbang?
teeth moving?
You're nasty. You're fucking
Yes,
nasty.
sir.
I
Fucking
burped.
nasty.
Excuse me.
Yeah, respawn. Respawn, guys.
You're welcome.
Whoa. Oh. Wait, I didn't do it. Okay, what the hell? I will away. Tank. I can't.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room.
Man, I would love to be in a rubber room right now.
With rats.
Fuentes. What pronouns are she, hers? Sir, what do you think of Nick Fuentes?
She or hers means I'm a woman. Every
Does.
time you say sir is a felony in the United States of America, California,
It's
where
not
we
a
live.
felony.
It is. You need to look it up.
It's
You need
not
to
a
read.
felony.
It literally is. You need
Do
to
I
read.
have to use your
Have it
pronouns?
read to you. Find
That's a
someone who
felony?
can find someone who can read
That's
what
a
that
felony.
means.
No, no,
It
no,
actually
no.
is.
Sir, that is not a
no.
felony. Not a felony, sir.
You're wrong and dangerous, wrong.
Why is it dangerous?
That's wrong. Pronoun abuse is crime, stupid. In your
Bro,
career,
it's
whatever
God.
you think you are.
Thank you, sir. We love the support from the trans community.
That last support.
Oh my god.
Sir,
this
we
guy.
can't hear you.
Have a nice day, sir. Felony one. Anybody else want to commit a serious hate crime?
Call the cops then, sir.
California.
911.
Bro, that's
You can
crazy,
never be
bro.
doing
This
what you're
fucking
doing at
video.
all.
Then do it. Call the cops then if it's a felony.
You love stupid.
We misgendered them.
Well, I guess the trend
Oh, I gotta have
continues.
a
It's
smile on my
2026,
face.
and we've got
Lovely.
another It's Ma'am video.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
You know, just take a second to absorb that video, to really let it marinate in your mind. And I feel like most of us are
How
probably
long
going to
have
come
you
to the
had-
same conclusion.
okay.
We're thinking about just how
Sorry, what?
absolutely
Sorry. How long?
How long have I had this bar? Is that what you were trying to say?
Yes.
Oh, I would say 2024. Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, guys?
What's up?
Not much.
Can you? Oh no, I'm just like talking.
He's been working here for
Okay.
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Damn. That's dedication. Do you like it? You have fun?
Yeah. I like to chill here a lot.
Yeah, I can get that. It's calm. It's nice.
tool. In fact, he might be the entire freaking tool bag. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so I got this clip here from Hakeem. I just want to play it without any context, although there is a little bit of context from the intro, and let's see if we pick up on the same thing.
Completely and totally out of control group of people. It's the reason why we are in a DHS shutdown right now, because Republicans have refused to agree to
I like
the type
all of your
bold
banners
terms.
and posters that you have for your group.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Pretty-
Someone's not complaining about it.
I don't know
Usually
what
they
does
complain
that.
about it.
What's the effect? It's like,
I think they're pretty.
two the things.
Formative, meaningful, and dramatic reforms we are demanding in order for the Department of Homeland Security funding bill to move forward. And I won't go through all of the demands, much of which we've talked about repeatedly in the public, but one of those demands is keep ICE out of sensitive locations. And we've defined that as schools, houses of worship, hospitals, and polling sites. We want an explicit prohibition that ICE can go nowhere near any polling sites in the United States of America. It's one of our demands. We're not going to bend on it.
Now, did you catch it? I feel like it's impossible to miss. You know, the Democrats are always making the argument about democracy, right? Democracy. Oh, the sanctity of democracy, our beloved democracy. It's under attack by the evil Donald Glorfman. Every frickin' day, it's always the same damn thing with these complete colossal idiots. But you know, I think one thing was very obvious, at least from my perspective, watching that Hakeem Jeffries, I don't even know what to call it. Let's call it a wine session. He doesn't frickin' know what the hell democracy even means. The absolute arrogance of this moron. We are going to keep shutting the government down because the GOP is refusing to cave to our demands. We have made our demands clear, and they are not being met, and therefore we're gonna hold everybody hostage. Does that sound democratic to you? Does that sound like the Democratic Party? No, of course not. It's the antithesis of democracy. It's hostage taking. It's black.
Thank you. Ooh,
You're
tiny cup.
welcome.
Asmongold went after or not Asmon, Hassan went after Asmongold's dead father. That is bad, bro. Bro, it's even worse now, because Asmon's gonna sue Hassan. You don't go after a man's dead dad just because he's dead. That's crazy. He is a terrorist. I'm surprised Hassan wasn't shot yet, like, by the American people. If I was an American person and I saw Hassan, he would have been dead already. Like, we don't tolerate terrorism. We kill terrorists. Terrorists are like pedophiles. They deserve to die. He should be deported before someone in America kills him. Hassan should be deported before someone actually does kill him. Hassan making fun of Asmongold's dead father. He's a terrorist. That's proximity. He's using a voice changer. Yeah, a lot of my friends are getting canceled because they're saying, yeah, they're my friends. They're getting canceled because, they're doing dumb shit. They're talking about shit. They're letting people talk over them and be like, hey, blah, 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 I agree with this, blah, blah, when in hindsight, you shouldn't really be talking about that on stream. You should be talking about, like, your day, what you did, what you've been doing. Explore the internet a bit. Go outside. Research, blah, blah, blah. But people are at each other's throats, and it's so annoying. Like, Tecton won't keep his girlfriend out of his mouth, the one that gave him a restraining order. He talks about her a lot, apparently, because he likes her. It's kind of annoying. Alrighty, go ahead, sweetheart. Mwah. Give me a sec. There we go. Mwah. It's just really disappointing, honestly. Yeah, he really does not like me. He he kind of is mad that I figured out how he does shit. So he's been trying to troll me ever since. He tends to troll a lot of other people and rage bait them just by talking melancholy. But it's with me. I just know. He hates me. He's been ban evading ever since. They don't. Wait, they go after long term? Do they know how dangerous that is? I know. No, here's the thing. Here's how. Here's how dangerous that is. I know people who have come to my mom's house and stood there in the doorway while my stepdad told them to leave. There are people out there who will kill proximity chat if he does that. There's people who are out there who will hunt him down and will. I'm not. I wish I was lying. If he keeps doing that to long-term people, there are people out there with money who know how to travel, who know how to find them. There was a guy that I was trying to tell, like, hey, if you kill proximity chat, send me a photo of his dead body. That's what I was telling that person, because he crossed the line. And this dude doxed proximity chat to a high hell and got his location, so... Yeah, he crossed the line. If proximity chat dies, I'm gonna go, woohoo! Should've not fucking trolled in the first place, motherfucker. Fucking Charlie Kirk didn't die for nothing, mate. You wanna act... He's a grown-ass man making content that could get himself killed at any moment. Why doesn't he make a vrchat world? Why doesn't he, like, hang out with his friends? Fucking talk to his friends, hang out with them, do something that, like... Oh yeah, I know. I would have vrchat send the police to his house, honestly. I would order his execution. That's what I'd do. Bruh, people want Proxy dead, and I'm happy for that. I don't want him anywhere near me.
I don't know if you know Daniel Acker. Like,
Daniel Ackerman, I'm
really
pretty
rude
sure he was banned from this group already.
He's rude to like everyone, even the people that like procs, and like rude to people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Daniel Ackerman was already banned from my group. He's been here like one time and already got banned.
Yep.
They tend to go after me like firsthand because like I'm pretty much the first person with moderation experience that has audible photography.
What do you mean? What that mean?
The memory where I can recognize people's voices just by them talking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that seems handy.
Apparently, I was told that I'm a dangerous person by having that skill.
I guess, yeah, it could definitely come into good use. Yeah. I don't know. But on top of, like, proximity being who he is and, like, being on VR, he also has, like, a lot of LARPers. Do you know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of people that pretend to be him, that want to be him, but they're just, like, fails.
Mostly low children, so kind of funny when it
Yeah,
kids
bro.
try.
There's a lot of them. I'm watching Tectone
like,
right now.
Dude. Who?
Tectone. Watching that
Who's
video. You can't really describe this guy. I'm not gonna lie, you can't really describe him that well.
Does he commentate, or is it
no,
VR, or is it gaming?
He's a content creator on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Mostly like talking podcast type?
Look up Tectone on
or
YouTube.
reaction?
You should look up Tectone on YouTube. More easier for that.
Yeah. Let's see. TECTON?
TECTONE, yeah.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Damn, 1.1 million. Or 1.11 million. Oh, so he kind of reacts and commentates.
Yeah, basically.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, I see the video you were talking about.
Yeah.
The song Asthma. Oh, dang, 12 hours ago. 4 hours. Jeez, this guy uploads like breathes. Pumps out a lot of content. It's probably why he has so many subs. People will enjoy that.
Yep.
Do you ever watch, dang, he was just on here. Penguins, Voice Critical?
Yeah. Fun fact, he used to be
I
my
think he's
friend.
funny. What? Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Well, we're still friends. I'm not that active in the friend zone of the, like, YouTubers at all. But yeah, I spoke to these guys. I spoke to these guys before. Pretty chill people. Let's see, where was I?
Have you seen the 3.0 museum? That's where apparently Daniel was just in there talking to everyone.
I haven't been to his museum. I feel like if I go there, then I'm no better than proximity chat.
It's barely worth. It looks so shitty. So shitty. Like, and there's only a couple of pictures. Very small victim. It's so low budget.
Milk, your mic keeps cutting out.
Oh shit, is it really? To get a new headset.
Yeah.
People are saying it cuts out a lot.
I've had problems as well sometimes. Literally, I try to have like full-on conversations, and then at the end of the conversation, they're like, "Sorry, but your microphone was cutting out," and I have
Oh
to
my
repeat
god, you were
everything
so
that they
cute.
said.
Yes.
Oh my god. Sorry. She sounds cute! Did you not hear her voice? She sounds cute. Oh my god. Oh, my heart. Would you like anything to drink, by the way?
I don't know. I like the effects in this world whenever you drink alcoholic stuff.
Oh, nice. Would you guys like a drink since I'm offering? And since I got really nothing to do right now. Sure, what would you guys
I'll
like?
just take a nice vanilla cola.
Alrighty.
I'm
Give me
craving
just
one
a
of those in
moment,
real
because
life right
I'm
now.
having trouble with my computer stuff. I need to go
Oh,
find
you're fine.
OVR
Here,
advanced
I'll add you.
settings. There we go.
Yeah, new friends. I already have like 110 of them because I'm a moderator in a group.
Oh my gosh. I think I only have like 40 friends, like literally.
I think I know
Wait,
why,
that might...
too.
Way too many.
What?
Way too many friends.
Did you say you think you know why I only have 40 friends?
No, I think I know why they're a moderator. Have you heard your own
It's like,
voice
damn.
before?
Sometimes, and whenever I hear it, sometimes my friends, they, like, video me, and whenever I hear it, I get embarrassed.
You sound adorable so much that I can see your father holding you and telling you how much of a sweet baby child that you are.
Yes. Yeah, my friends sometimes tell me my voice would be like a good voice for like one of those like call centers.
Are you
Oh my
Scottish
god, I
by
used to
any
work at one of
chance?
those.
I am, yeah.
I can tell why they
I always
like
get
you.
asked that.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, what'd you say? You wanted vanilla cola?
Maybe a rain check on that. My friend just invited me somewhere else, so I'm gonna
Alright.
probably what they.
I'll be open if you want to
Okay.
join back.
Alrighty.
Would
For
you like
now.
anything?
What's the alcoholic drinks that are like the visual stuff?
They're just alcoholic. They have the beer, red rum, light alcohol, the light beer, and then there's like
How about all of them so I can mix all the visual stuff?
only you can only choose one of them. We got beer, light liquor, dark liquor, and red liquor.
I think you can. Wait, can you get me like multiple drinks then? I wanna see if I
Yeah,
can mix
sure.
all the effects.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Oof. Here you go. Here's one.
Pretty green. Yes.
Here's
This is one of
two.
my favorite colors.
Here's three. Now each one of these has a different alcohol in it. Like visual effect technically.
The screen's already going crazy. Whoa. Oh my god, wait, it has audio effects as well. Everything is crazy. Oh, depth perception is going wild. Whoa. I can see like 3 microphone sounds. 3 of everything. And everything's all like funny looking. Oh. Oh. Well, I love like visual effects.
Yes.
In games.
I'm glad you like. No,
The
well,
voices
I'm
are
glad you're
excellent.
enjoying the. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Most people complain that it might hurt like
No, it's fun.
people's eyes, but then again, they can just turn it off if they want to.
Yeah, there's an option to turn it off. I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's an option. If it wasn't fine, then I don't think VRChat would be keeping this world up if it wasn't fine.
Oh, there goes all the glasses. This is why I like this world. Although I sometimes don't really have anyone else to play with in here. Sometimes I just go in here and just try out the drink maker for fun. Cause like it's wearing down now. I think there's only one of them left to. Okay, there you go. Back to normal. I love whenever games have like that sort of thing. Like, oh, I don't know why items just bounce away if you like set them wrong. I find it funny.
You are a curious one.
Hmm?
You strike me as a curious person.
Yeah, like
Do
I
you
like to like find out stuff.
explore a
That's why
lot?
I got the VR. As much as I can at least.
Nice.
If I go into like new worlds, I always go in there, but sometimes going into like worlds on your own is kind of lonely. Unless it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen, there's like an Florida Online world. Forgot what it's called. But that's fun.
You have a lot of groups, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what a surprise.
That's too many.
Ooh, you're in a lot that I am also in.
God. Kind of just look in groups to see what the stuff there is. And then sometimes my friends, whenever I add people, sometimes I look in their groups and I'm like, let's see what there is here so I can join them as well. I did that to a lot of my friends. I just joined a bunch of groups that they're in as well. Cause like, see the group search thing? Sometimes it doesn't show you like groups that are popular. And then whenever you look at them in like someone else's group thingy, then you can see, and then you can join them. Oh god. This avatar is so annoying to me. Like, for some reason, the legs on this avatar, they're like really offset. So I gotta set them back
There's
inwards.
9 people that joined.
But then whenever
Wow.
I'm sitting down or something, all at once.
Yep, pretty much.
Whoa.
Give me a second. I will deal with these guys in just a moment. And that has been taken care of. No, I kicked them all out because they were trolls, basically. Usually, if someone joins, it's not that many people at once. Like, was it 7 people at once joined? It's like one person at a time usually joins, basically. My group doesn't allow raids.
Yeah, most groups don't. I think it's just because it's like.
It's not really that they don't, it's that, like, raids are against the terms of service. And intentionally causes lag and crashes people.
Yeah, I don't know what people expect to happen whenever they try raid. They're like, they think they're not gonna get kicked. They are gonna get kicked.
They are gonna get kicked, that is correct. You doing okay?
Yeah, I have like really long hair. Luckily, I'm getting a haircut on
Nice.
Tuesday, but I have like it gets like stuck in my headset, and I have to like pull it out. Oh, well, that didn't work.
Unfortunately, I had to ban that guy. There's these groups called Laughing Coffin. I don't have a choice but to ban them.
Oh. I
There are,
don't understand the
Laughing
clause
Coffin
on that,
is a
'cause-
crasher group.
Oh.
You don't understand a clause on that avatar? I don't understand it either. I
No,
just
it's
think it looks
just 'cause,
cute.
like, I don't think they've added bones to it. I think it's just like a stretch thing. Yeah, it like flattens out whenever you do this. It looks really funny. Instead of like bending, they just stretch and then bend. Because they're too short normally. What's the womp womp? Okay.
I was calling winter for a moment. So one's one of the Red Dragon menu specials if you want. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Alright. From my time when I used to work in the Red Dragon.
I don't know why whenever I read the womp womp, I think of like Dracula saying the womp womp.
Here you go.
Ooh, pink. Oh yeah, effects. Is there still? No, I just. Oh God, whenever there are effects, you can barely even see the glass. These glasses just disappear whenever I throw them on the floor because I'm
Yeah, if you
doing
just
something with
drop
phone, the
them
phone
over
will
the
just
edge or
disappear.
just drop them next to you, they'll like teleport back up to where they
Uh-huh.
belong. gonna close the instance. You
Okay.
can travel if you want to, but I'm gonna just go training up by myself and just relax.
Okay, have fun.
My live stream will be going still. Just letting you know. Lock the gate for you in case you want to go outside. But I'm gonna go back to my home world. You have fun, alright?
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Have a good night or day. I don't know what time it is. Bye.
I just wanted to have some chill. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you had fun too. Um, Hopefully those drinks with the visual effects were nice. Let's see, what was it I wanted to do? Oh yeah, that's right. Just wanna lay down. Go loco. See if I can do that. That's not what I wanted. Looks like I have to go down here then. There we go. Because I want to lay down. I don't want to be interrupted by anything. One moment. There are trampolines on the roof. Oh, nice. You found the trampolines, huh? Nice. I hope you have fun. I'm just gonna read mangas now because that's what I feel like doing. To change your headset. Anyway, done. ba 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 la da 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 la da da la da 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 la da 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 da. La da 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 la da 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 la da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Bro, it's crazy, bro. Ooh, that's gotta be sad. Damn. Completely wiped them out. Damn, that's crazy. So sad, honestly. Channel points? Damn, I love channel points. That is crazy, bro. I love channel points. But maybe I should add more channel points to my live stream. I should definitely add more channel points to my live stream. I don't even need anything about the woke left mob. Jesus, dude. Imagine being like so scared of the woke left that you have to be the woke left or else they'll get mad at you. That is crazy, bro. Imagine. Damn, that's crazy. Hey, what's up? We have like a lot of bunny emojis. Guards of the people. Hi, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Hi. I am just currently reading some manga and looking out my window, basically. It's going crazy, but it's fixed now. Alrighty. I don't even know what it's doing. Let me see if I can see what's going. Yeah, that's fine. You can watch wherever you want. Ooh, Twitch just took a dip. Let me see. Is it the quality's on auto. That's why it's having issues. Try changing the quality from auto to source. Probably why it's having like actual issues right now. Oh, excuse me. Whoops, sorry. Or what happened to YouTube? Yep. There we go. Shout and there we are. That's much better. Ba 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 da. Ba 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 da.
Used to surveil and spy on American citizens. It has to be something that can be used as a dragnet so that somebody can figure out and stalk their ex-girlfriend. It has to be used to figure out whether or not somebody drives.
This is a Lewis. So for those who don't know, this is a Lewis Rossman video. The title is called "AI Cameras Deployed to Spot Code Violations," which is a 4-minute violation for personalized info.
A lovely day.
Personalized info contains housing, documents, front lawn, front yard, front-facing house, anything that cannot be seen by everyone.
Today's episode of How You're Getting Fucked. I'm your host, Lewis Rossman. And today we're going to be going over AI cameras being used for code violations. This is interesting. This is an article from wavy.com. Good Neighbor Patrol Vehicle uses tech to clean up Newport News. It's a city in Virginia. Newport News is rolling out the Good Neighbor Patrol Vehicle in an effort to keep the city cleaner, safer, and make it more welcoming. Using exterior-mounted cameras and smart technology, the vehicle will identify property maintenance issues visible to the public. If you could see it from the street, the truck will as well. Footage is reviewed by Codes Compliance, and if an issue is identified, an inspector will confirm, and property owners will receive a letter giving them 30 days to correct the issue before any enforcement action is taken. The initiative is a response to previous surveys from residents concerned about poorly maintained areas. This is about helping residents. We are combining innovation with accountability to make neighborhoods stronger. The Good Neighborhood Patrol Vehicle helps ensure we are fair, consistent, and respectful as we work with residents to keep our city clean, safe, and attractive. According to a release from the city, the new vehicle will be looking for common maintenance issues such as overgrown grass, weeds, or vegetation, trash, debris, or discarded items in yards or driveways, abandoned or inoperable vehicles visible from the street, peeling paint, broken windows, or damaged exterior coverings, and you get the idea. Now, this is very interesting to me because this is a city in Virginia. We're talking about a state we just went over a fact that a good portion of their law enforcement officers don't even respond to the surveys asking if they're obeying the law, much less actually obeying the law when it comes to AI-powered surveillance cameras being used everywhere. We're talking about a state where there are city mayors that use ChatGPT to write their responses to Reddit posts in their AMAs. This is not something that I trust to be moving in the right direction. And I think the thing that's the most frustrating to me here is when you think about all the things that these could actually be used for that would help people rather than being used to spy on them or being used to find them or fuck with them. I was having this conversation with my personal trainer yesterday after the gym. How many times have you ever waited at a red light when there's no reason for the light to be red? Like there's nobody there whatsoever. It's just on a timer or something, or it's just trying to sense weight in the road or something. Imagine having something that runs a local AI, a basic local AI that's on the traffic light that figures out whether or not the light should be red. Like, how much time would Americans save collectively if all of the effort that got put into building a Fourth Amendment violating surveillance network were just used to have these little local, not network, local AI running cameras that just figured out whether or not the traffic light should be red? Like, no, that can't be what it is. It has to be something that's used to surveil and spy on American citizens. It has to be something that can be used as a dragnet so that somebody can figure out and stalk their ex-girlfriend. It has to be used to figure out whether or not somebody driving a fucking $70,000 truck stole a $7 Amazon package in a neighborhood that they can prove that they've never even driven through. And now it's going to be used to find people because their weeds are too tall outside their property. And I'm not saying that people should not take care of their property. That's not what I'm saying. You know, when I first moved to Texas, I didn't live where I live now. I wanted to get a big house so that all my employees would be able to stay there. I told everybody you get a year and a half free rent if you follow your crazy boss across the country. And we got a house in Round Rock because that was the only place you could get like 6 or 7 bedrooms for less than $4,000 a month. And one of the things that I didn't understand with one of the culture shocks for me as somebody who was born in Brooklyn, lived in Bed-Stuy half his life, is that there's this thing called HOAs. So there would be people that would show up to my house and they would be taking pictures out of the fucking window of their van, and then they would send me pictures of my grass blades, and I'm just like thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Do you not have a life? Do you not have a job? What is wrong with you? And they would complain about the length of the grass blade. Like, you were supposed to get the lawn cut when it was this large, and now it's this large, so we're going to fuck with you. There were times where we would put the garbage out on Friday, and because I have a job, I go to work. After putting the garbage out on Friday, I would then come home around 7 or 9 o'clock. But because I came home at 7 or 9 o'clock, the garbage would be out all day, which apparently you're not allowed to do. It was a whole mess. Anyway, this was annoying enough when it's neighbors. Imagine when it's automated. Imagine when you're getting flagged because the AI thinks that a scratch in your window is a crack. Imagine getting a citation because a fucking Snickers bar or some crap rolled over into your yard and it thinks that's a garbage bag. You think this is silly, but this piece of garbage thought that a candy bar was a gun, so why wouldn't you think that a candy bar is a garbage bag?
Police handcuffed teen after AR mistakes crisp packet for a gun in the United States. That is... The crisp packet, though, that they're talking about, which is a multi-billionaire corporation, is a Doritos bag. And yeah, I said multi-billionaire corporation, because they are. Imagine that those cops getting sued to high hell from that corporation. They would have to rebrand our entire fucking lifeline. They would lose everything.
And I know what you're saying. Well, Lewis, it says that they're gonna have somebody look over it. But look at my experience in New York City. You actually have a human looking over it. Doesn't really make it much better now, does it? The primary problem that I have here is that AI is not being used to benefit the actual citizens of society that are being charged for this crap, that are the taxpayers that are buying it. It is being used to spy on them. It's being used to find them, or it's being used to fuck with them. I don't like it. I just got to put it out there. I don't trust Virginia with AI. Tell me why I should. Just 2 videos ago when I went over how so many of their law enforcement forget about obeying the law. They won't even respond to a survey asking if they're obeying the law when it comes to AI. Are you excited at the idea of an AI-powered camera taking pictures of all the houses in the neighborhood to try and spot code violations that human beings didn't spot, just to make it easier to figure out new ways to nickel and dime and fine you? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next video.
Bye, Lewis. Let's see. FBI's Epstein files got hacked. Alright.
Huge day in the world of cybersecurity.
For those who don't know, this is now some ordinary gamers, one of my friends named Mudahar. The FBI Epstein's files got hacked.
Friends, the FBI got hacked. Not only did they get hacked, literally in the last couple days, but it seems like the Epstein files out of the FBI were hacked. 100 terabytes were actually gone out of nowhere, and they basically look like complete idiots in the process. So to basically start
Where
off
are
with
you
today,
finding
ladies and
these
gentlemen, there's a
emojis
lot to go
from?
over. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of front loading to sort of get you up to the context. Now, in the last couple days, the FBI confirmed that there was a cybersecurity incident targeting a sensitive internal network that managed wiretapping operations and foreign intelligence service warrants. So basically, for anybody that doesn't know, the FBI is sort of the chief cyber.
Oh, and a little FYI, I can't be showing any of this on stream because it has nothing to do with what my stream is about. Therefore, I'm sorry if people are gonna ask me like, you should show you should show it on the stream. Like, unfortunately, I can't because unlike the law of Fourth Amendment can't show personal information. All this consists of convicted felons. Yes, they are all felons. Unfortunately, I cannot show personal info.
Cybersecurity, sort of defense, I would say the offense in the country. But the thing about the FBI is they also do a lot of surveillance. So for anybody that doesn't know, the FBI started off basically building programs like Carnivore, for instance, where they went to the internet service providers, they went to the people that control the backbone of the internet, installed surveillance software, and in certain cases were able to monitor and capture, at the time, megabytes, hundreds of thousands of megabytes of information. Things like emails, and then they could actually filter through these emails and see exactly what people were sending from point A to point B. Now, obviously,
we were watching some ordinary gamers. The FBI Epstein files got hacked. Just playing in the background.
FBI evolved even further than that. The FBI had programs like Magic Lantern, which for anybody that doesn't know what Magic Lantern is, it was basically the FBI creating a keylogger, a piece of software that would exist on your computer. So if you typed in an email, a password, whatever, the FBI would have your keystrokes and be able to see what the hell you were doing. So would this be used on a mafia boss? Would this be used on a terrorist, a drug trafficker, a human trafficker? Probably. But it also could have been just used on pretty much anybody the FBI really felt like, because I don't think that any of these agencies follow everything down to a T. But that's a whole different story. For anybody that doesn't know, the FBI confirmed that they actually had suspicious activities, and they basically responded in every way. They didn't give details on how much information was accessed or whether actual investigations were compromised. But they did actually put the blame on one organization known as Salt Typhoon. Something that we've talked about in the past before, and I've talked about this for years. They're basically an organization that has come since 2020, the height of COVID. They're basically the Chinese government. And what the Chinese government did is they got some of their best hackers to not hack the FBI, but actually they hacked.
They really went after the Pentagon. That is a stupid move.
The people the FBI trusts the most. So the FBI, in order to surveil the internet, anytime they get like sort of a wiretap, they have to basically grab data from the internet service provider. So when you're in the United States of America, you typically have all of these options to pick. You can get your internet from Verizon, you can get your internet from AT&T, Spectrum, Cricket, whatever. Basically, at the end of the day, the FBI will go to any of these internet service providers, and because they are trusted, the information that is sent back and forth is something that the FBI uses. The FBI has a special connection to these people, so they can just move data off, they can grab people's information, provided they have a fucking warrant.
Sounds like a great
So basically what the Chinese
way.
hackers did in this case was they leveraged that trust, and they actually used the connection at the internet service provider by hacking the internet service provider and then pilfering through the FBI's surveillance network. Now, from a good write-up at securityboulevard.com, they actually said that apparently the information that was grabbed was not necessarily the actual, intercepted communication, the warranted material. That would be in something known as Digital Storm. But what they actually got was something known as DCS 3000 or Red Hook, which allowed them to grab warrant information and the personally identifiable information of individuals under investigation, along with the metadata used to map communication patterns during criminal and national security probes. So again, very, very important information that shouldn't have ended up in, criminal hands. If the FBI decided to just turn off the switch, they would basically be ending their entire surveillance system. So you have to treat this stuff with a little bit of a gingerly care, and you have to make sure you don't destroy your whole surveillance network, and you're just basically closing up the leaks that exist. So obviously Salt Typhoon did this, and for anybody that's been looking at Assault Typhoon, the last few years they've been on a tear trying to go through every sort of telecom network out there. It really is some actual scary shit. It's one of the reasons why I say, like, you know, I don't really care if the government is tracking me, but I know the tools that the government is using to track me can be exploited by another country, another hacker, and so on and so forth. It's a fucked up thing. The FBI got hacked, and you might be like, well, where do we go from here? Not really anywhere, to be honest with you. You know, if the FBI is getting blitzed, then we're pretty much just suffering in the process. And you know that this hack is pretty serious when you've got the White House and the National Security Agency that have jumped in to basically analyze this together. It is a sophisticated hack.
Spazzing.
And again, while they kind of blame and put the eye line towards basically China at this point, when you say nation state, you're basically saying it was China that was attacking us. And at this point in time, obviously it's something that worries the FBI. I imagine it worries the U.S. government, because what kind of information could they have gotten through the FBI's vast surveillance network is kind of anybody's guess until and after this investigation is done. But they say that
I'm sitting like a chair that should be sitting out in the living room, but like I'm just sitting in it.
Affected systems were unclassified and contained law enforcement sensitive information, including returns from the legal process, such as a pen register and trap and trace surveillance returns, and personally identifiable information pertaining to subjects of FBI investigations. So people that necessarily aren't even guilty, they're just people that are being investigated by the FBI. And again, the FBI could really just investigate whoever they can convince a judge to get a warrant on, and God knows do what with. You know, it's crazy stuff. And the only reason that we're blaming this again on the Chinese is that the method used to attack the internet service provider of the telecom industry bared a lot of similarities to Salt Typhoon. So again, the kind of hack that you're seeing over here is not something that the average person is doing. It's what somebody's doing when they have unlimited resources, really, really good raw talent, and of course, even if they're caught, they never have the chance of being extradited, because good luck extraditing somebody from the Chinese Communist Party to the United States. They're going to tell you to get bent, and we would have said it too, vice versa, if the shoes were on the other foot. Now, here's where the story also gets even more interesting. So this is one hack. There was actually another hack that sort of got reported today, where apparently the FBI had an actual breach when it came to the Epstein files. So a hacker back in 2023 compromised the files held by the FBI. And actually, you can verify this kind of for yourself too. So I go to the Epstein files over here, and typically in EFTA 001-48259.pdf, you can see that this is a group of individual special agents that were involved with, again, investigating into the Epstein files. For instance, one of the names that wasn't actually blocked off here was Aaron Spivak. Now, Aaron Spivak. Now, Aaron Spivak is an individual that actually was brought into great scrutiny because apparently his actions led to an FBI server being hacked, and unfortunately, a hacker accessed these FBI files and actually saw some of the CSAM that they had captured and stored in the Epstein files. Now, while the FBI says, listen, it's a cyber incident, it's an isolated one, and they restricted access to the malicious actor and rectified the network. So, yeah, actually the FBI, and that's all you really can say when you get hacked. That's pretty much the only thing you can bring up. Now, inside here, I have EFTA 00173569, which actually is a statement. So if you actually scroll up all the way here, this is Aaron Spivak actually having his statement given about.
Let's see. I just want to go forward.
Applications underneath Linux, and it would look like it was native, like the actual windows popped up. A lot of those windows popped up because RDP was used to pass through the virtual machines interface to the computer, so you could remotely access a computer, and in that case make it look as if it was kind of almost native. So anyways, RDP was being used in the Bureau, but he was not sure for what purposes on what devices. He spoke with several others in the FBI about RDP, and again, they mentioned he had either been using it or toyed around with the idea. One of the individuals mentioned to me that setting it up was using it was fairly easy, and that all I needed to do was follow Microsoft's directions, as they were pretty easy to follow. So again, Microsoft brought up the instructions to set up RDP, and he's like, shit, I guess I'll go with it, right? So anyways, he attempted to access the C20 computer lab through RDP. I believe the lab security prevented me from remoting in. Probably because of like firewall, or obviously because you had to VPN into the network in order to do anything, just because you had to have secure tunneling, and we'll get to that in a second. He had no idea that in doing so, he had opened the lab's RDP port, and that it had worked. I could access the port from in the lab, but once outside the lab, I was unable to gain access to the network. I thought the security was doing what it was supposed to. I was later advised that the RDP configuration was mostly correct, and that I was a step or two away from setting it up successfully and securely. So basically, he almost had it right, except the one step he needed basically allowed that computer at the FBI to be accessed from the outside. So I believe enabling remote access was a good initiative, but it wasn't executed properly. Now, the reason he made a remote thing for this was that in case something had crashed to the office and he was at home, he could just dial in through the RDP, reset some things, start the process again. So obviously, I would say noble intentions, but horrible fucking execution. My heart and mind were in the right place, but I lacked the knowledge for networking and was not a system administrator. Yet I was tasked with setting up a network I did not know how to set up. And despite repeated requests for help, I was denied. I should not be held accountable for the FBI's systemic failure, especially when the FBI encouraged me and approved me to enhance our lab. So basically, he's like saying, listen, I'm not a systems guy. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with a network. The FBI tells me to do this. I asked the FBI for help. And you know what? I'm going to be on his side here. There's no reason the FBI shouldn't have somebody that would have helped him out doing this. When you're working with something as sensitive as this, you shouldn't be fucking up this royally. And no matter who the administration is, the FBI should, in theory, be an independent part of the DOJ. They should always have some level of competency. So this was probably around the time during like the Biden era, and nobody was questioning this shit even then. So again, no matter what side you're on, the FBI did, at least according to this, have a pretty systemic failure. So he says that at 7:30 he arrives at the office and he notices Tolino computer was restarted. For anybody that doesn't know what Tolino is, Tolino computers kind of are like, for instance, these little servers. These are forensic systems, and a lot of these guys typically will have these forensic software suites. It's like Paladin, for instance, where they dial in with a live Linux environment, and of course they then do their forensics work through this. So according to this, obviously the people who are doing any of the stuff at the FBI are not technically illiterate. They know what they're doing, but again, just because you know how to do computer forensics also doesn't mean you know how to do network security, right? They're two almost separate fields in this case. But anyways, let's go down over here, and you can see that at 7:40 he plugs in his Tolino, a text file pops up and said, in part, my network has been compromised, and provided an email address to contact. The file was in the startup folder, so when logging in, it opened automatically. Ran my computer antivirus software, which is up to date and active, and it identified one potential threat. So basically, a few hours later, they located the log files and began combing through, and they noticed strange IP activity that took place yesterday from 2 IP addresses. The activity included combing through certain files pertaining to the Epstein investigation. I reached out to one of the case agents to see if they were in the office, thinking that maybe they inadvertently changed the setting on a NAS, or if they noticed anything strange about them. Then they dove into the IPs and checked all of our computers to see which had the IPs in question. One computer, our discovery computer, matched one of them and is located in the room next to the lab. Now, obviously, what's really interesting about this too is when you dive into what had happened afterwards, right? So what did the hacker actually see? So for instance, they don't actually tell, the FBI doesn't actually tell us what the hacker saw, what the hacker downloaded, what the hacker did. But what we do know is about 100 terabytes of information has seemed to disappear. And you can see Spivak actually say 500 terabytes of data was gone because of the result of the intrusion. I was able to recover 400 terabytes of that data. However, I was told to Google how to recover the data. No one else tried to help us. So immediately I'm kind of looking at this and I'm wondering, wait a minute. What? You had 500 terabytes gone. He was able to remove 400, but 100 terabytes are gone, which, by the way, is a huge amount of information. Imagine 100 terabytes. 100 people don't even have like a fraction of that in their computers locally. 100 terabytes being gone is some pretty huge information to see over here. And of course, when I see that no one tried to help us, it makes me wonder almost that had this been some sort of inside job, had this been something that was abused by another interest in the FBI? Like, what the fuck is happening anymore? You know, you would think that this kind of shit would happen at like some third tier like country or whatever, where like maybe their intelligence services isn't as good. But I mean, this is the goddamn Federal Bureau of Investigation, man. Like, what's going on? Where it also gets even dumber over here, ladies and gentlemen, is what had actually been reported by Reuters in this case. So basically, while Spivak said that he was a scapegoat for the intrusion, and almost reading his statement, I kind of agree if again he wasn't being helped at all. The person familiar with the breach said the intrusion was carried out by a foreign hacker who did not appear to realize that they had penetrated a law enforcement server. So basically, according to this, a hacker breaks into the FBI servers. They don't even know they're in the FBI servers, right? Now, according to this, they expressed disgust at the presence of child abuse images on the device. So they break into a server, they see all of this CSAM material, and they're like, oh my God, this is completely nasty. They leave a note on the server and they say, listen, I'm going to turn you over to the FBI. So the FBI is like, wait a minute, we're about to get a call about us. So then the FBI diffused the situation by convincing the hacker that they were actually the FBI.
Try only
they had the hacker
two
join
at
a
time.
Zoom call, I believe, where they flashed their badge in front of a webcam. I mean, you can't make this shit up, man. Like, they left an unsecure server full of probably some of the most sensitive materials out there. Some guy breaks in and he's like, oh my God, this is filthy and nasty. Leaves a note and the FBI is like, wait a minute, hold on. Buddy, get in. We're the feds. Here's my badge.
Try sending only
like,
2 at a time.
I mean, what are you, fucking 5? Like, come on, man. Like, Jesus Christ. So, of course, nobody knows, like, obviously in the reporting, who the hacker was, what country they were operating from, or even really what they accessed. But it makes me wonder, too, is, like, if the hacker has gotten into it, what else isn't the FBI telling us, right? Like, who else also didn't pilfer through the system and get access to information that we thought would have been locked down, tighter than a drill sergeant's asshole in some cases, right? I mean, it's insane to see how far the story has gone. But at least we can confirm in this case that, yes, the FBI seems to have had its Epstein files hacked. There probably could be a situation, again, the FBI hasn't exactly explained every single detail of it. We don't know if
The FBI has warned police stations across California that Iran is aspiring to engage in drone strikes off of the coast of California to California. And the immediate response from a lot of the anti-interventionist people is that, okay, this is propaganda. They're trying to freak people out. But I guess in essence, if you believe the FBI, then Iran is planning on bombing California. So, okay, seems like a stretch, but I think we should still take it seriously and take a look at what they're talking about. At the same time, it has been reported that Iran is mining the Strait of Hormuz, and a U.S. tanker, a U.S.-owned tanker, has been bombed. So while Trump at the same time is saying we've won the war, a lot of stuff is still going on. And then there's another real interesting story that apparently, like, the new supreme leader didn't show up for, like, a big ceremony, and everyone was like, ha, what a loser, I can't believe he didn't show up. Meanwhile, the rumors are that he's just dead. Maybe that's why he didn't show up. And then, of course, my friends, we have the SAVE Act. Cornyn in Texas is apparently backing off the filibuster issue, saying do whatever you got to do to get the SAVE Act passed. And I think, if anything at all proves that Congress is fake, it's that everybody in this country, basically, wants the SAVE Act to pass. It is wildly popular among Democrat voters, independents, Republicans, basically everybody else. But for some reason, Democrat politicians are saying, no, they're not going to pass it. And John Thune is like, sorry, we just can't get it done. Because it seems like, unfortunately, everything is just fake. And you know what else? So we're talking about that. We got a bunch more to talk about. Of course, my friends, before we do, got a great sponsor for you. It is Tax Network USA, my friends. Do you owe back taxes or do you have unfiled tax returns? Have you filed every year but you still keep owing? Did you retire and suddenly get hit with the tax bills you didn't expect? Or are you a business owner with messy books? Maybe you pulled money from your 401k. Whatever your tax issue is, the outcome is the same. Your balance is not going down, penalties are growing, interest compounds, and many of you are about to owe again for this upcoming tax year with no plan in place. So stop what you're doing right now. Call Tax Network USA. You can check out TNUSA. What do we have? TNUSA.com/Tim. Or you can call 866-686-1535. This is where Tax Network USA can help you. They got 15 years experience. There hasn't been a tax case they haven't seen or resolved. They specialize in controversies. They help taxpayers nationwide get back on track by resolving back taxes, unfiled returns once and for all. Whether you owe $10,000 or $10 million, their team has resolved over $1 billion in tax debt. So again, TNUSA.com/Tim, or the phone number is 1-866-686-1535. Shout out Tax Network USA for sponsoring the show. And my friends, the new and improved TimCast.com is now up and available, and you guys should immediately join the TimCast member community to get into the Discord server where tens of thousands of people are hanging out, sharing ideas, building projects, doing art, making video games, playing video games together. The way it used to be back when we played World of Warcraft, you had to actually join a guild and go find people. Well, this is what's going on. You're going to join the Timcast Discord server, support the work that we do as a member, but more importantly, you're going to make a ton of friends. You're going to build those network bonds, build a community, and that's I think that's one of the most important things we can do right now as everything starts to feel fragmented and broken apart. Build those bonds and join the effort. That's at timcast.com. But also don't forget to smash the like button right now. Give it a little click and share this show anywhere you can. Sharing definitely helps. If everybody who watched right now shared the URL, we would, of course, be the biggest show in the world. And many of you have already noticed that for some reason, and again, this happens from time to time, the video player, the live show, is not actually appearing on our channel. And we're getting complaints from people saying that they can't actually see it, which is easily reflected in the views. YouTube, for whatever reason, just isn't putting it on the front page of our YouTube channel. So ain't that a thing, unfortunately. My friends, don't forget, once again, you can share the show, but we do have a couple of great guests for you tonight. We have Aaron Wexler.
Hi, it's great to be here.
Who are you? What do you do?
I think now I could say I'm just a full-time comedian, formerly political commentator, formerly tech bro, formerly finance BR. So, yeah, it's great to be here. Yeah.
Well, good to have you back. And then Luke's here.
Yes, I am, in a weird fashion in the thumbnail that is a little strange and bewildering. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, like, Aaron had this, there was like this joke that emerged with when Aaron was here last month, because she was like, you're going to get my boobs, right? And then we ended up just using her boobs for the thumbnail. Yeah. And then
we A/B tested it too.
We A/B tested it and it worked.
The boobs
but here's the thing. She has a laptop right now, and she was like, should I close my laptop? Because then, and then I was like, we can't do the same joke twice. And then I was like, let's put the boobs on Luke. Or someone recommended putting the boobs on Luke.
Eyes up here, chat, all right? All right, we got important things to talk about, specifically about maybe.
I'm so sorry you had to see that. I'm sorry to cut
I know,
you off, too, but good lord.
I apologize.
Good
This is so
lord.
unprofessional.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what the hell.
Let's jump into the news though. So it should be a fun show. Luke, good to have you back. You're the week, I think, right? Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And for everybody else, let's jump to the story. We've got this from ABC 10. This is the breaking news report. We'll play it for you right now.
The FBI warned police departments across California over the past few days that Iran could retaliate for American attacks by launching drones at the West Coast. ABC reviewed an alert distributed at the end of February that reads, quote, "We recently acquired information that as of early February 2026, Iran allegedly aspired to conduct a surprise attack using unmanned aerial vehicles from an unidentified vessel off the coast of the United States homeland, specifically against unspecified targets in California, in the event that the U.S. had conducted strikes against Iran, with no additional information on the timing, method, target, or perpetrators of this alleged attack." End of quote.
Now, he says alleged attack, but of course it's alleged plan to aspire to, allegedly. And, when I see this, what's the point of a story like this? Do you really expect Iran to launch drone strikes on California?
No. Well, there could be blowback specifically from radicalized Shias that are pissed off about.
And we should be scared, right?
Well,
and you should
no,
tune into shows
scared.
like this to make sure you're not in danger.
I think blowback is real, and I think it's a significant issue that we're going to have to deal with for quite a long time now. But when
there's
we look
people
at the story,
with.
it originally was
There
an FBI that was
is.
sent out in February.
Iran would have to secondly think about what they're doing with California, because there's people with money, and people with money are really dangerous individuals. These are people who can drop nukes without the United States government being involved. I'm talking about gangs. I'm talking about people who blow shit up. I'm talking about, people who kill people just for the fun of it. Now, imagine that you're Iran. You're a small country. You're a sandbox for people. You would be the perfect place to test these weapons on, I would say. And I'm talking about, like, hey, these are people with private jets. These are people who have enough information on Iran to know where every hierarchy person is located. So if you live in Iran, you're watching this segment of my live stream, you might want to rethink your actions. If you want to live in Iran, do not attack the United States directly. That is my only warning. We have people that have money. We have people that have money, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Do not attack the United States. We will put, for lack of a better word, unless you want to turn to dust, please do not attack our mainland.
That would have been nice to know for the citizens in California, so they could have actually been on watch there. I'm looking at a lot of the comments.
And for the people that are saying, like, we have cannibals, yes, we do. But here's the thing. Nothing is more terrifying than watching your children die outside the United States while your entire bloodline is turned to oblivion, I would say. For lack of a better word.
Here, and people are like, well, I don't really believe the FBI. They covered up the Epstein.
We don't make people suffer
They have no credibility.
a death.
A lot of people are saying this
we
could
give
just
you death.
Be a
we don't
way
make
to
them suffer.
Make people fear or to try to do some kind of false flag in order to allow boots on the ground here. Lots of people are very skeptical of power right now. But I do believe the threat of blowback is real. We saw it in Austin. 3 American citizens have lost their lives here because of a Shiite radical that was pissed off about the. But New York was ISIS. ISIS has actually been fighting Iran, and Iran has been fighting ISIS as well. So ISIS and the radical Sunni Islamists are very happy about this war in Iran. And there are other considerations about using them along with the Kurds in order to put boots on the ground inside of Iran, which I think is just an awful move because, things always go good when we drop a whole bunch of weapons and bombs in the Middle East and give it to the random people there. As, of course, that usually led up to the creation of ISIS. Global jihad is something that's a real legitimate threat that we should be taken seriously.
And but,
it
like,
just sucks because no one trusts the authorities anymore.
I don't think that Trump...
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Bruh, I would just mark every single empty space as where my ex lives, honestly. That would be hilarious.
Would actually, really rely on a false flag to put boots on the ground. If that was something that he was going to do, just like he didn't need a false flag to attack Israel, I think if he actually wanted to do it, he's the kind of guy that would be like, I'm just going to go do it.
I'm not saying he's going to do it. I'm saying that's what the chatter is online, that people are saying.
If I were Iran, here's a little thing for you spec ops out there. If I was Iran and we were getting out of the port of Iran, and we were to inspect cargo, if I wanted to transport a drone through the sea and bypass every check, I would put the drone in a location that is hidden in the middle of every piece of thing where they wouldn't open it. They would just go, they would just mark it off like an idiot, and they would go, yep, checks out, without even actually checking the cargo. I would use a cargo ship to transport a drone across the sea. for you spec ops out there who want to be like, huh, that is some interesting information. We'll write that down in our examination later.
Saying that this is the step up to the next potential false flag. That's what the chatter is online. And of course, a lot of people are not really happy about this war. They don't want us more involved. And if you think about it, they see it as a way, if Trump does a false flag, then he could galvanize the American public to put boots on the ground, to escalate and expand.
They wouldn't put a story like this out if it was going to be a false flag. They would just do it. And then after the fact, they would say, you know what they would do is, the attack would happen, then there would be hearings on the memo, and they would say, you knew this was possible and you didn't warn everybody, and they'd say, well, we didn't find it to be credible, and then everyone in media would be like, the Trump administration knew of the threat of an attack on California and did nothing about it. So when I see stuff like this, it's usually because it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it came from February, so
Right.
obviously it's been a long time. The Iranian
Could it
media
have
is
been?
shut down.
Could it have been
Yeah.
that this memo was circulated for the purpose of a false flag operation that the U.S. would use to then go in to attack Iran? You see my point?
Yes, because
Like,
it
the
originated
potential
before
was-
the war.
Right. So before the war starts, memos went out saying you may get bombed, and then if a bombing did happen, the U.S. would be like, "Oh, we were attacked by Iran. We got to go to war now."
Exactly. Yeah, which is important to consider here. All possibilities are kind of on the table here. But when it comes to kind of selling this war, this administration really didn't do that. Their kind of messaging on it is kind of weird and seems to be jumping all over the place.
It is.
Yeah.
All over the place.
There's been very little messaging besides, Iran's a threat. Donald Trump has been pretty hawkish on Iran for, a long time before he was president. He was making remarks on Twitter back in like 2013 about how he wouldn't want to see Iran get a nuclear weapon. So I don't think that this is actually the Iran war is actually out of character for Trump. He did say that he didn't want to see new wars, but I don't think that he looks at this as a new war. I think he looks at this as an extension of the policy that Iran's not going to get a nuclear weapon. And then as for the idea of a threat of a ship launching drones off the California coast, I think that's just a Second
Could we
Amendment
not
question.
stop
The United
them
States-
with like the Coast Guard?
Well, I think that American citizens should be allowed to have weapons that could take out a ship. And the Second Amendment allows it. Just let
There's
the
a-
Californians handle it themselves. They'll
There's
take care of it.
already people who are posting saying that if anything happens in California, it was Israel.
Oh, if anything
course.
happens anywhere, it's Israel.
Yeah, yeah. I slept my tell the
You're
other
a
day.
loser and you don't
Israel.
have a girlfriend because of the Jews. That's
That's
why.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
likely.
That's what we plot.
yeah.
Just
I was
take all the
walking.
girlfriends.
I was walking through my kitchen, and I went to open my door, and it was one of those. It's one of those handles, not like a doorknob. And when I opened it, it got caught in my belt loop and yanked.
Jews.
It was the Jews, 100%.
Yeah, I knew right away it was the Jews.
It's
that
pretty
did it.
I knew about that in advance, actually.
I know. Actually, Aaron orchestrated the whole
We
thing.
all got PTSD from last night.
She usually sneaks in there and then
We all
does
had
that.
PTSD.
It's,
Oh,
it's
you know, it's like-
PISD. It's post-interventional stress disorder. Pissed. People are pissed.
I know.
I
Yeah,
like that you
call
coined that.
post-intervention
That is
stress,
good.
stress disorder. Pissed to PISD.
I think on Trump though, with all of this, I somewhat agree with his style right now of not saying that much and just getting it done. He's just getting a lot of stuff
What is
done.
it?
Yeah, what is he getting
I'll
done?
give you an example. I was getting frustrated when he sent a truth out saying, like, to the people of Iran, help is on the way. And I thought Donald
Sending a
Trump doesn't.
truth out.
But I'm like, he truthed out. That's what he did. He doesn't tweet. He truthed. And I thought Donald Trump is not. He's not going to write something like that unless he means it. And then we went week after week after week, and we watched as tens of thousands of Iranians got slaughtered. And it's because he was getting ready, and the military was preparing, and they were coordinating with Israel. And then we had the attack that killed the Ayatollah. So I'm okay with trusting him and our Secretary of War and seeing what they do. I do not think there's any interest for us to have a long extended war. Donald Trump cares very much about his legacy.
Yeah.
And so he's
Yeah.
not going to risk that legacy. And also people in America love applying an American framework to everything, and it is a big mistake. And in Israel, Israelis are tired. They've been fighting a lot. They've been fighting for 2 years. They're done.
It's worth noting that like Donald Trump cares about his legacy. He also has no problem with being like, all right, we're done, and just leaving. Like he'll BS people about what was accomplished, what wasn't accomplished. He has no problem laying it on thick. Like, yeah, we're done. We did it. We're gone. Thing is,
Do you guys remember in Trump's first term, he was very adamant about ending the Israel-Palestine crisis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to be the guy to end that.
Yes.
So one of the things I was thinking about today is that, what are Trump's motivations if legacy is especially important to him? Why start a war that people are going to get mad about? And one theory, it's funny because the anti-Israel people are just going to claim Tim Pool said something stupid, blah, blah, blah. I have a theory that may or may not be correct, I don't know, but I'm thinking about Donald Trump coming in his first term being like, these losers couldn't solve Israel-Palestine, but I can because I'm the art of the deal. And I'm going to cut a deal so good that it's going to solve the Middle Eastern crisis once and for all. And then he couldn't get it done. And then he started wondering, why can't I get it done? They had the Abraham Accords, which is awesome, but he was like, the Israel-Palestine issue is just not getting solved, and he wants to be the deal maker. And then I think he ran into the issue of Iran funding Hamas groups, Al-Qassam Brigade types, and other militia groups in the Middle East that are continuing to fight, and they're refusing to say no. There's no deal to be made with them. I think for Trump, there's two things. One, I believe what Marco Rubio said the first time. Israel was going to take an action against Iran. The U.S. was concerned this would result in a retaliation against the United States, so they decided to join the Israeli effort because they didn't want to take a defensive posture, which they would then get criticized for. So they decided, okay, fine, if Israel's going to do that, we're going to have to attack as well. I think...
but you're leaving out part of what he said.
What did he say?
Part of what he said is we were always going to attack Iran, but then because of Israel's timeline, we decided we wanted to be on the offensive, not defensive.
He did not say we are always going to attack Iran. He said they were in the middle of negotiations. Negotiations were not going well.
No, he said an attack was always going to be necessary against Iran. That is what he said. And that was the whole point, is that the clip was taken out of context and they didn't include everything that he said. And then Caroline Leavitt came out and everyone in the administration came out.
And Trump walked it back and said that's not true.
Yeah, they said that's not true.
And then Rubio walked it back.
I get that, but I still think that Trump...
They clarified it was taken out of context.
Trump claimed that the bombing campaign the first time in Iran was a 12-day war and it's officially over. He did not want this to happen. So I genuinely believe that this is something that they did not want to have to do. However, my point ultimately was, why is it that Trump is bombing the hell out of their leadership? What are Trump's goals? What do we see him trying to do? Abraham Accords was massive. He wants that legacy of being the guy who stabilized the Middle East, which is like one of the most ridiculous things anyone could aspire to do. And Iran is basically like, nah. So I think Trump got to the point where he's like, you can't negotiate with these people. And then I imagine a bunch of neocons started laughing, being like, oh, yeah? Like, you thought you were going to get in and negotiate and cut a deal. It was never going to happen.
Well, Anthony Blinken even came out and talked about how Bibi was trying to get Barack Obama to do this. Donald Trump in 2011 said, quote, our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and ineffective. Now, what happened between 2011 and now? There's a big time jump, of course, here. What I find weird was how Rubio came out and said what he said, and then the next day walked it back when asked by the same reporter, rephrasing the same exact statement that he made. And this is why there's such a kind of like strange kind of circumstance here, because we're first being told Iran's going to attack Israel. Israel's going to attack Iran. No, Israel was going to be the victim here. No, Iran was going to attack the U.S. Which one is going on? What's the truth here? The messaging is off. We don't know what's really going on. And this is not how you convince the general public that everything's going along swimmingly, because it doesn't seem like it. It looks like they just did it and they're looking for a justification afterwards. And it's pretty clear it's not going the way it should go.
Let's jump to this story. We've got breaking news. This is a video that's been going massive.
I don't like spiders. My vision is going blurry right now, bro. Oh my god. I'm dizzy as well. Oh my god, I need to do some research. Fuck. spider. Bro, that looks exactly like the one that fucking bit me. Oh my fucking god, dude. Identification. neck that one night. Fucker hurt. God damn, dude. They drink a lot of water.
Viral. This is Amichai Stein. One of the oil tankers that was attacked by Iranian explosive boats in the Persian Gulf belongs to a U.S.-based company, Safe Sea Group, I believe is that the name of the company. We've got two videos. We've got this one as well as this from Disclose TV. An American-owned oil tanker struck by explosive drone boats near Iraqi waters, preliminary reports indicate. So we'll just play this video for you first. I don't think there's any sound. Okay, there may be sound. There we go. One of the craziest things about these tankers getting bombed is that these are some of the biggest explosions and fireballs ever in history, because these are tankers with like ridiculous amounts.
Why am I so fucking sensitive? What the hell? My body on high alert because I got bit? The fuck is going on? I got bit by a fucking spider, dude. I went outside of my room to let them know there's 3 staff members outside, and I let them know that I got bit. Why is this shit a fucking problem, dude? my god. My body's on high alert right now and it fucking sucks. Every fucking hair follicle on my fucking body is going off. Bro, this fucking sucks, dude. I wasn't bitten like long enough to get like poison in my body, but like my body's treating every one of these like it's a serious thing. Like this arm's hair is going like one little fucking movement from like a single thing triggers a it's like an atomic reaction to being in pain. It sucks. just need to like rest it off later. Oh. it like 0 times like observe it, so it was like really fucking creepy. But like if a bug gave me time to observe it, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't smash it at all. My senses just heightened. Holy shit, dude. From what I remember, it had like a green stomach. Let's see, I do want to know, like... What's this green stomachs? Okay. Okay, I'm good. It's not. It's literally a mantis. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's literally a mantis. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was a mantis. Oh my god. Bruh. I was right, it's a mantis, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was a mantis. That fucker would not die, and I'm gonna guess it was a zombie one too. I got what it looked like. Can I just be fat? Bro. Also appear small after recent mail, which may be due to their time size. So, bro. Bro. That is crazy. Oh my god, dude, that was a fucking... Damn. Like, I wonder if is there like any green spiders in Oregon? Granite spiders in Oregon with brown legs. A bold jumping spider. Oh, it's literally right there. That's the spider I just killed, actually. What is this one? The Pecaphrodians. It's literally a spider I just killed. Wait a minute, what's Southern U.S. No, there's no way. Green spiders of Oregon. There's literally that one. No, but it had no spikes on it. It was fucking huge. I can tell you that. It was fucking huge, but it was small, stumpy. Had no spikes on its legs. It had a green stomach. It scared the fuck out of me, I will say that. Where is it? Bro, was it a mantis that was torn apart? Like, a mantis that, like, got into a fight and jumped on my shirt? I'll worry about it later. I still need to rest, though. Da, 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 da. La da da, la di da, la di da. La 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 la, la di da. La 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 la, la di da. I honestly think the thing that bit me is a green leaf jumping spider. They're not really poisonous, but man, do they fucking scare people. They're also fat and chonky in the back. They have brown legs. Green leaves jumping. Well, they're not really harmful, I would say. The green leaves jumping spider is one of those like small little fuckers that likes to eat green leaves, like on the edges and stuff. They will literally sit there and for days on end, you'll just see the chunks and chunks taken out of it. I think they're in invasive species, but damn, don't know how one got in my room though. La da 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 da.